I hope I'm not risking my life standing between these tram tracks here on this major thoroughfare in Sarajevo. But I wanted to just point out a couple of things about the town. Just how beautiful it is and how quickly it has bounced back from what has been a terrible period for this town. It was only 30 years ago that the siege of Sarajevo ended, and there's a lot of other history. World War I essentially started in this town with the assassination of an archduke. But still a great place to visit. But one of the things I really just wanted to point out is the pollution level. When we arrived last week, I could smell wood smoke, especially at night. And after doing a little bit of research, found out that Sarajevo that evening had like the third worst pollution of any city in the world. Delhi was number one and Sarajevo was number three, with readings like over 200. And this week it's been better. Today you can tell the air is a lot cleaner, but it's still been like in the hundreds. I think I read a stat that living in this kind of pollution constantly can take 5-6 years off your lifespan. The two things that I see that are contributing are the wood smoke. So a lot of the houses up here on the hills are heated with wood, and that smoke is wafting around here in the valley. So just the geography of Sarajevo means that it kind of gets trapped, especially when the weather conditions and wind conditions are in a particular setup. The other thing, and the reason why I guess I'm standing on this major intersection, is the pollution coming from cars. You can definitely smell it in the air. What I found out is that out of every 6 cars sold in Bosnia, 5 of them are used imports. And I've got a feeling that a lot of those are cars that were maybe caught up, some of them were caught up in Dieselgate, cars that are not meeting the new pollution emission standards of European countries. So I think those cars end up being exported and sold here secondhand. So yeah, those two things, and I'm sure there are other contributing factors, but those two are very noticeable to me. These things can be solved today. Now, they take some time and they do take money. And so I think for them to consider, I guess, buying new cars, especially new EVs, which have been traditionally more expensive than petrol cars. But I think also now there will be used EVs going back into the market in Europe, and hopefully some of them end up here in Bosnia, because I think they definitely need it. But on a positive note, I've just been passed here by a tram, electric tram, so that's a good thing, right? I think on that note, we'll call it quits. So on to the next one. Cheers.